Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to D&D Night on DDOstream. I don't have a big intro thing other than we're sponsored by Fantasy Grounds. And of course, check us out on DDO.com. And right now, there's some really good specials on in the DDO store as well.
Oh yeah, I'll pop up that coupon code again. There it is.
And it's all the things the coupon code says, pretty much. Um, where we last left everyone was they had just finished clearing out the Radiant Caverns. A undead, well, I guess a necropolis. It doesn't look like it was all intentional, but that's how it was when it was left. I've come back up to um, the forming little burg around the trade center, which is a permanent teleportation circle to another continent that actually has things like gold and things for you to spend gold on.
Like here.
Yep, just like that. Let's see. As a matter of fact, there has been a tavern that is almost finished being constructed. It's still in use. Just because it's not finished doesn't make that much difference because most people aren't used to having a roof involved anyway. Let's see. So there's a request from a village up to the northeast for aid. They seem to be having a problem with a tribute to someone. Um, it's kind of like there's a vagary to it. They're definitely beholden to someone, and they are having problems with and paying them. It looks like it was probably some kind of protection racket.
Protection
We can't
racket gone.
have protection racket where maybe the money ran out.
No, they've got money. It's apparently not a money thing. Well, I mean, I take that back. They don't have money, but no one does, really here. Um, so normally things aren't paid with money, except in the little trade town that you're in right now, because there's just not enough commerce to support the use of money. But normally, if there's like a little criminal overlord or something like that nearby, and this sort of thing, they get paid in goods or services or even slaves, depending.
I will check it out. My brothers are drunk though, so anybody else want to go?
I'll go with you.
Yeah. Go figure it out.
And those minotaurs.
Yep. There's a whole corner full of bellowing minotaurs in the tavern, from which Zorna comes from, who is also a minotaur.
That's okay. You see a really tall orc with them.
Well, you're on the right part of the world for such things. It's not even considered all that unusual, considering I guess the baseline human is a Dampier anyway. It's not a big stretch for locals.
They're very tasty.
I can look like a minotaur and an orc.
Nice. Useful.
Okay, so let's move this out of the way for now. Grab a
Lost
different
one ever.
Don't want that. So learning how to make my window stretch on Fantasy Grounds has been a bit of an aid. So now I can go across two and a.
With the 2 computer screens.
Yep.
You figured it out?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I've got real estate to put things. Okay. So you make it up there relatively safe. As you start heading in that direction, keeping in mind your directions are more difficult here if you're used to roads, because there aren't any. So it's pretty much you go that way, and hopefully nothing gets in your way, because then you'll have to figure your way around it, etc. Um, but conveniently enough, you're able to get there without being super inconvenienced. And when you get there, it's actually a relatively decent sized town, um, which is strange because there aren't pretty much any to speak of. And nearby, it looks like there is a much older building uh, that seems to your eyes to be pretty vast. It's not actually bigger than like the Colosseums in the Radiant Cavern in the Necropolis, but I don't know, just seeing it up against the daylight makes it seem looming.
Do we
Lady.
see anything or just the structure?
There's a structure in before the like near the structure in front of the structure is a little village, town, etc. Actually, town's too big. Village.
Are there people out and about? Is it?
There are not many. Um,
Are we sent to contact someone specific, or is it just like go to this town and find out? Like, are we looking for
it is kind of go to
Joe?
this town to find out.
Or-
The
Okay.
there's the elders of the city of the town, blah, that not town, village, that sent the call for aid. So probably
So
them.
perhaps we should find them.
The most prominent building is, in fact, a regular old tavern. And it has on there a picture of a crow hanging upside down with drops coming from it.
Shall we go to the Dead Crow and see if the bartender knows where these elders might be?
Bartenders know everything.
Exactly.
What's the makeup of the town as far as race?
Dampier.
Does a Dampier, besides like maybe being a little extra pasty white, look a lot different than
A human?
a basic race? Yeah.
Not much. I mean, some have like little quirks here and there, like red eyes or um, more prominently sharp teeth. It just depends. Some have kind of like a bit of more of a higher cheek, like little extra higher cheekbones, or
See, in my head, they pretty much all look like Alucard. So
I mean, they are. That's what they are. But
right.
but yeah.
Okay.
So it varies between them, but um, there is a point in which you're like, oh, that's not a Dampier, that's a ghoul, and then that's a problem. Pretty much, the ghouls here, for the most part, are degenerate Dampier, like ones that kind of gave up and went to cannibalism.
All right, we'll stay looking like a human for now.
Okay. In the back room of the Bleeding Crow Tavern, smells of stale beer and old smoke. Lanterns hung at intervals along the walls provide muddy illumination, as there are no windows to let neither light nor fresh air. Three ancient villagers study you from across a large wooden table. Two men nursing tankards of ale, and a woman who occasionally sips, a goblet of wine, which is curious because where the hell did they get a goblet? Um, Never mind the wine. So,
All right,
Okay.
head up to the bar.
okay.
Up to the bar. Ask for the finest wine they.
They can actually provide an amount of wine. It's not it's not great, but it's wineish.
Uh, well, when he brings it over to me, if it's not appealing, I'll turn my nose up to it and I'll push it back and say never.
Well, they'll they'll you'll still have to pay for it.
I'll slap down the coin.
Oh, don't toss that, bartender. I'll drink that.
Oh, I
Or we're
wasn't
gonna
gonna
need
toss
another
it,
one.
but sure. Um, all right.
I'll reach for my wine and drink my own.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Jalen and say, you know what the best alcohol in the world is, right?
And
Free kind. And then drink his wine.
I was shaking his head to turn and admire the people who seem to have been admiring us when we walked in.
All right. They're in the back. Um,
Are they still staring?
Kinda. I mean, everyone's staring, but they look like they're there for a reason, and as opposed to are just killing some time before dark hits.
Can I maybe do an insight roll to get their general, I'm going to say, um, demeanor? Like, do they look like
Yes,
they're nervous, waiting for something, or something, just something out of the ordinary?
you sure can. Oh, I should probably set all that up for everyone who's here. Just a second. That'll do.
I can go ahead and do this wouldn't necessarily be directed at anybody, just a insight check for the mood of the bar in total.
Sure.
Don't know if I got it, but you said they're staring at us abnormally. Not the word. They staring at us differently than the rest of the bar is staring at us. I want to.
They're staring at you like they're also are busy.
It's hard. I'm used to being stared at.
Let's see.
It's the
Is
tailored clothes the orc's wearing.
Okay, now I
there
can
a
interrogate
tape?
you.
Is there a table like to the right or left of them that is?
Nope, there's one big table that they are on the other side of, and this is in the back room. But they can see the front from it. Um, one one in particular is uh, well, Luck and Zorna. You can tell that one of them seems pretty upset, like angry. Not angry like at you, just is angry. Another one of them seems to be kind of nervous, and the other is a bit stern and is trying to retask people to get back into the conversation that they were having.
Does any of them look like an elder?
Well, maybe. None of them look exceptionally young, but
Yeah, I'll approach them. Um, Good evening. We were looking for the elders of this town. We'd heard that you might be in need of help. If you are such, or could direct me to such, I would appreciate it.
well, we're them, says one of them.
Excellent.
So, um,
May
you,
I buy you a drink and we can discuss what your needs are?
well, sure. Feel free to
Buy
buy a
them some
drink.
drinks.
You can just pay me directly if you want.
I'll get some mead from the bartender.
I mean, it's my place.
All right, sit down with the bar owner. Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay, the bartender brings some drinks for everyone and gives the money that you just gave him to one of them, as if it was on purpose. So, they have an issue. Their issue is they have been sending tribute to their local lady, and it's not going like it's supposed to. And to be clear, uh, one of them says, our initial tribute was accepted. The Lady Bestian, which is one of them, explains, which was the stern one. But none of the donors returned from the blood vaults. When Sister Akava demanded a second tribute, we knew drastic measures had become necessary. Save our young men and women, and a coffer of rare gems will be yours.
The
So,
blood vault, you say?
so you made a tribute, but you didn't receive anything because of it afterward.
Right. The people, the young people are supposed to go as tribute to be taken from them, donated, and then they will be returned to us alive for the protection of the lady.
From my understanding, these people are freely donating their blood, which is considered a tribute.
hmm The problem is they haven't been coming back, and when they asked for more tribute, that's when we sent out word for help.
So, how many young people were sent,
Let's see.
and when?
Okay, so you sent the tribute. Later, they asked for more tributes. They did not say where are the tributes.
Right.
As,
Like they
as
got
in
there.
they,
We saw them get
okay.
there.
So they decided to go forego the blood and giving things
Ah,
back. Now they're just taking people.
right. 12. 12 young men and women.
Okay, and was that the first time you've done this tribute, or is this like a new thing, or have you been doing the tribute and it's gone fine up until lately?
That.
It's gone fine up until lately.
Right.
Is there somebody who's been to do this that we can speak with? Like, have you?
Oh
Like, what's
no.
supposed to happen?
What's supposed to happen is they're
Okay.
supposed to come back.
Well, may we speak with some who have come back so they can give us an idea of
Let's see.
what was supposed to occur that did not?
Well, I'm assuming they went there. How long did the tributes normally um,
A day.
uh, stay? So for like one day, then they come back the
Yep.
next day.
And sometimes not even a whole day, like depending on
Have
what
they ever
what they're
complained?
up to, I guess. Hmm?
Have they ever complained about anything? About being mistreated or anything like this?
Nope.
It's been pretty smooth sailing up until now.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I would assume you guys have some sort of contract for to make this deal with wherever you're sending these tributes to.
Right.
Yeah, as
Okay.
Knox said, like, how for how long has this been going on?
Oh, it's been going on for years.
Then I guess this is a breach of contract.
Right. And it involves people not coming home.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm willing to go speak to them on your behalf and to find out what's going on and to see if we can bring back your tributes. I mean, I can't speak for the rest of the group, but
Okay. Well,
Yes.
if you can do so, um, we have a bit of reward for you. Um, and they're like, and they show y'all some gems they have. If you're interested in this sort of thing, we've got these, and it's about 2,000 gold pieces worth of gemstones.
Knock
Well,
like
that's a good
shiny.
pile. Yep, that's a good pile of interest.
All right. Well, so where is this tribute place? Where are we going?
Well, if you go out the back of the town, you really can't miss it. It's about, I mean, it's a big building.
So this is somewhere that's in in this village here.
Well, no, the village came together near the building.
I see.
It was here first.
It's
Can you?
almost like they built it on an Indian burial ground.
Right.
all right, let's see what spells I need to prepare for today for that.
And it's still light out, so if you want to ask around town or anything, you can do that as well.
Well, I think it's, I mean, that's everybody that says different. I think it's pretty cut dry. They sent people, they haven't come back, so we need to go knock on their door and request that these people be brought back.
I am kind of with Zorna. Just I think we should go talk to people who have successfully done this before to at least get an idea of what's supposed to happen in there.
Yeah. Like what did they do that was successful, and what could have happened with the others?
Yeah, because we could walk in, they could totally be bound up and chained, but that could totally be normal.
Right.
Well, my thing is they never came back, and then they said send more. So right now, as far as I'm understanding, they are up to
That,
no
yeah.
good. So I mean, we can talk to other people if you want. That's fine to get some information, but it's whatever they tell her is going to be different than what happened with these people. They said they
No,
never had
absolutely.
any issues. People came back and they haven't had no problem. All of a sudden, they're reneging on the deal. So
I just like if it's like, oh well, there's 1,000 cultists in there. I think I'd rather know before we walk in the door. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
Like if it's normal that there's 1,000 people there, like then we'll at least be prepared. Okay, we're gonna have a big fight here if it goes wrong.
I
Versus
guess
it's like
I understand.
it's an old dude and he lives in there, right?
Just one guy.
Yeah. So can the elders direct us to anyone that has gone through this that we might speak to?
Have they ever seen
Yeah,
anybody from there come outside? Or do you always go there to make your conversations?
generally you go there. There are people. There are a few people who like live in town and work there.
Well, let's talk to one of them too.
Well, they're probably at work right now.
Good point.
And you can talk to the bartender who has been a tribute before, so
Well,
you don't
let's
have
do
to go
that
far.
then.
Um, and he says, "Yeah, when I was younger, they tend to like it when they tend to. The agreement really was for the youths of the town to go and do this. I guess because they make more blood, um, which makes
So,
sense.
so walk us through this. Like you walk up to the building and you go in, and then what?
You go up past the ogre, and which lets you through, and then you go in, and there's a station there, and you hang out for a bit. Uh, you're allowed to have a bit of food, which is there, and then you go and they puncture you and take some blood, and then afterwards, after everyone's done, there's a bit of a feast, and then you're sent home.
Can you describe this bit of a feast to us, please?
Sure, there's like 2 or 3 pheasants, some potatoes, all cooked up, um, a bit of boar, um, lots of breads, and well, a few fruits, uh, some peach apples and some cherry apples.
Okay.
And who all did you see in there? Is there just lots of folks milling about, or
Generally not. Generally, it's mostly all prepared. Just the like some uh, assistants that they have there to do the blood drawing, and then sent home. Like
Would
they take the stuff away, and then you're let into a place to eat before you make your trip home.
do
would
you have a theory about what happened to these people?
Well, I mean that's how it was when I was doing it, but I think that she's a necromancer of some sort.
Do I know anything about vampires or vampires' weaknesses, strength?
Let's see. Let's There we
Knock asks, what do you do it multiple times or just once?
go. Multiple times, if depending on how many people, how many how many people are in the generation, or who's left town, or whatever. Just to meet the numbers. But once you're over 16 or so, then they're then you're kind of on the borderline.
is age the only thing that stops it?
I mean, not until recently. And again, it's not necessary that it's the youth. Like older people have done it, and of course they had them all. So when they asked for more, we're like, wait a minute, what?
Okay, just to be sure, like this has been going on for years and years.
I like the. I don't
Nothing's
like
ever
this.
happened like this before.
No,
Has anyone ever died at all from this? Not like a whole group, but even a person?
not that I know of. You were asking?
what's if by the way, what I guess we need to talk to the elders. I need to question the elders for this one.
Okay, they're 3 feet over that way.
Um, I'm just curious. What if you do not give any tributes? What happens?
Well, then we don't get the protection of the temple.
And they protecting you from.
Well, from ghouls primarily.
And the ghouls would only show up if you guys didn't pay?
Well, it's been a long time. I mean, the town showed up here for protection, and they made the agreement, and then they built the town.
Um, I wonder if this is still an issue as far as the ghouls, or they just like, hey, just pay me and there's no more ghouls around. I mean, is there still a problem with ghouls? Are they actually protecting you? That's the
Well, there's no problem
key.
with ghouls here. We do know that, just like everywhere, ghoul um, being beset by ghouls is just how it is.
Um, at any one time, how many people have been seen during the tribute process inside the keep or whatever?
12.
Okay, so it's like 12 a year, 12 a month.
Um,
No, he's saying that's 12. No, and I asked my question. I want to know how many creatures are feeding on these 12.
are feeding on them?
Well, obviously they feeding on the tributes, right?
Well, we're not sure exactly what they do with the blood.
Yeah, it seems like they're taking the blood, like, via, I don't know, like a needle or something similar to that effect
Yep, there's
to
needles.
I
save it
mean,
for later.
do we know how many people are inside this place?
Well, not really. No one really goes up there except for, well, I mean, there's a few that work there again to take like the tribute physically and perform duties, and they're there still. Um, and I mean, there's other things that live up there, like the lady, or sister.
Can we get an official letter from the elders stating that we are coming on your behalf so there's no misunderstandings?
Sure. And the stern lady will pull out some paper and start writing it right there.
Did any like grieving parent go up there and try and find their child, and if so, what happened?
They know because there's an ogre, you see.
So anybody going up there without permission cannot get past the ogre. Did the ogre hurt somebody, or just not let them pass?
Well, it hasn't hurt anybody that I know of. I mean, there's an ogre. It's been there for a really long time. It hasn't been an
So
issue.
nobody really
Like,
knows anything
it's,
about the ogre
yeah,
because nobody's ever wanted to mess with the ogre.
right.
All right,
Most
well,
people are ogre adverse.
did I come up with any weaknesses for these creatures?
Yeah, sunlight, moving water, holy symbols.
All right, I'm gonna swap out a spell for daylight. I mean, to daylight? Yeah.
Yep, it's daylight.
Do I not have a holy symbol?
Yeah, you do. It's probably on your
I,
shield.
I don't see
It's on your shield.
on my shield. Okay, I have a shield of blocking. and holy symbol.
All right. Dork, I take you're the tank.
I'm a little tanky. I'm a little clericy.
Oh, let's see how many hit points you have. So you got the most, so you're the tank.
All right. So you get all that kind of information, and just a refresher for everybody, audience and such. Having player characters around is a brand new thing for almost everybody. Previously, they've just been like, I'm just a human. Don't mind me and my D6 hit points. Um, that's it.
So
Um,
adventures are still a fairly recent thing.
yeah, they're only a few years old, as it were, being a thing. Um, there's legends and tales and all that stuff, but like you're back on the other continent. A handful of zombies is a serious threat to a town because they can't kill them. They just get back up, or
Right. Right. Well, I guess
Should we?
spoken to someone who's been through it now. I want to talk to any of the people that work up there.
I think they said they were all still at work. What time of day is it?
it's like right after lunch.
Yeah, it's right here, so I guess we can go look at this troll or something.
No, let's head up there.
Okay, so let's see. On the way up there, it's a winding path that goes around a bend before you get up to like where the entrance you assume would be. And as you get up there, you run into what is clearly a big humanoid. That is to say, an ogre. And the ogre, you guys, being adventurers and having encountered things along these lines, realize immediately that there is something seriously wrong with that ogre.
Like what?
Like it stinks. Not like ogre, but like dead things.
So it's an undead ogre too. So much for talking to the ogre.
Um, and at first it seems to be kind of yelling at you and like waving its club around, and then it kind of if if you all stand your ground, say if you don't. Okay. Then like it just switches over and just like roar and comes after you instead. Um, of no longer yelling at you. So that will be. Let me go to the other sheet so it's not just blank. Initiative time. There's no map for this because there's really no need to be. It's one creature, and it's heading towards you. So
I would just like to make one thing clear that even though my character did stand his ground, I would just like to point out that his ground is behind people bigger than him.
all right, Knock, you're up first. Okay, Luck is up first. Come on now. There
And
we go.
that was unexpected. guess not really know much about undead. The first thing I'm going to do is try and talk to it, because that's what I do.
Okay.
So we'll take a few seconds to like yell, "Hey, hey, hey, man, we're here for peace." Seem like he's going to stop at all.
No. He's it's definitely went from yell at you and try to make you go away to, okay, smash this. Yeah, smash this.
Well, you're ugly and your mama's ugly. Vicious mockery.
Okay. Fails to save tremendously, and somehow takes psychic damage from it. Okay, at least it resisted it. Alright. Knock the tribeless. I can't hear you. I see you're lit up, but I can't hear you. Actually, that's luck. It's not lit up. But I cannot hear knock. Let me cycle this since it's complaining. How's that? Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Knock?
Oh.
Yes,
There you
sir.
are.
Okay, cool. All right. So if he's running at me, I'm gonna run at him.
Okay.
I'm gonna rage and charge right back at him.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you hit it.
All right. Now with a keen weapon is 19 a critical.
A keen weapon?
Never mind.
Okay.
Wrong.
Okay. Your first attack does some pretty decent damage against that ogre. Second attack hits.
All right. I came in with my great axe and swung at him twice, and
Well, if
I
he was
made sure
capable,
he knew we were there.
if he was capable of it, he would be bloody. All right. He's going to use his big Morning Star and try to take out Knock. And misses fantastically. As a matter of fact, he dropped to 20
Oh, that hurts.
for being mocked.
His mom must be really ugly.
I mean, he is. He's only got half a jaw. Zorna, you're up.
Zorna bellows and runs forward and hits with the spear. All right.
Yeah.
You okay? Oh, right, I can make my magic, my weapon. What is Where is that?
It's in your action. I think it's in your actions tab. It's Blessing of the Forge.
Blessing of the Forge, Blessing of the
If that's how I
Forge.
put it in
It's,
there. It
in
isn't.
fact, not in my action tab,
Well, I can fix that in a second.
which is why I forgot about it.
I'm audible, right? Everybody?
Yes, yeah, you're
Okay.
back.
Remember, kids, breathing fluids is bad for your health.
Always bring a potion of water breathing.
So, yeah, can you retroactively add that to my hit?
Yeah. There it is.
Alright.
Yeah, shish kebab 'em.
Alright. Jalen, you're next. Fails at save. Womp. You really brought it close to the grave. Look, you're up.
I'm just let it know that it probably smells just as bad now as it did in life. Doesn't believe me.
It's too busy to pay attention to what you had to say. Jalen.
Wow, that was fast.
Nope, nope.
All right. Swing at him again.
Womp. You're hitting him right in the knees. Matter of fact, I mean, you're not even hitting him in the skin over the knees, just right into the knee.
That's right, kneecap him.
Ooh!
And like a rotten and terrible oak, it falls to the ground. Its ribcage pierces out of the side of it as its brain sloshes to the ground.
You.
Jalen, can you speak to the dead?
You said me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not that kind of cleric.
Me neither.
All right. We'll just leave. Well, I guess we'll.
That's
try
alright, he
and-
didn't look that smart anyway.
Okay. From here on, there is a cobblestone path that continues up the way to the massive stone doors set into the walls of the structure. It's actually, you all would not know it, but you, the players, would understand that it has gothic flourishes on the wall and has bas reliefs of um, looks like a dancing woman on it. Um, and it has like a few buttresses about of the flying variety.
Because is there anybody out here? Or just
Nope.
all's quiet?
All is quiet.
Weird. They really rely on that ogre then, huh?
He must just be more for a scare tactic. It's worked so far, I guess.
Is there any clear way in, or is it like locked, key, or anything like that?
There are two massive stone doors.
Open the door.
We have a minotaur and an oak. We have two massive people.
Chink chink. It appears to be locked.
Is there a keyhole?
Yep.
Head on back to that ogre. Look at him with the stick, see if I can find a key. Try my best not to touch him, because he probably smells.
Oh, he totally smells. I mean, you poke him with a stick, it kind of goes in. Like,
Alright. Dig a little deeper. Guess searching the body for a key, really.
right. You don't seem to find anything other than, well, a rotting morning star. Still good enough to be used if you're big enough, but and some rags that once might have been actually kind of garments, covering places, and that actually that there's nothing behind anymore that matters. Um, I mean, it's a rotting carcass that was moving until recently.
Okay, well, I guess in that case, let's take a look at this keyhole. I happen to have some thieves' tools.
Well, that'll be handy. Okay, so there's a lock on the door.
I don't actually have this coded into skills, so is there a skill that would match that I can roll a dice for?
Um, let's see. That's luck. I'm hearing. I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Skills.
Like magic.
There you go. And you've got the skill for thieves' tools, so you're proficient.
Yep.
Okay, now you're proficient. So just go ahead and. Okay.
This is
So
tough lock, y'all.
let's see.
I really don't want to break it down, but
All right. So from that, a needle shoots out and hits you, Luck,
Ouch.
for 2 points of damage. And let's see. And then the poison on the dart does another 11, for a total of 13.
Okay, lesser restoration on him. Which should take care of the poison.
It's just it's poison damage, so it won't leave it won't have a lasting effect.
Okay.
I will tell you that and not have you waste the spell.
Thanks.
Sure. Okay, you got it. Thank you. All right. There's still it's still locked. You weren't quite able to get it to undo.
But hey, there's not a poison needle in it anymore.
So it appears. Would you like to try again?
Yeah, and hopefully they only had one poison needle.
Okay, that time you can figure it out, and it could have been the trigger for that needle that was getting in your way. All right.
I like to think it was getting shot with the needle. Pain's a hell of a motivator.
And so it is now unlocked.
Alright.
Ta-da! As I grab my stab wound.
Now you gotta open it.
No.
Or somebody
I'll
does.
open it.
I will open it.
Okay. You do. It opens relatively easy. It seems to be well on its hinges. It's not like neglected. And it looks like it was constructed really well. And it opens right up. And now,
So speaking of that, what is the architecture of this thing? Like,
Gothic Cathedral.
okay, but does it look vastly different than other stuff that we've seen, or does it
Yes.
kind of blend? It does. Okay.
And the town kind of looks like Barovia from earlier today,
Huh, right.
except much smaller. Let's see. So swing that around. And oh shoot. Whatever. Without context, that doesn't matter. Let's share this map.
It's huge.
It is huge. I did not get time to change it, or actually I didn't want to because it's got preloaded stuff on it. And don't mind that spot up there, that's just where I accidentally revealed some stuff. More will be revealed in a second. Let's see, is this... That's this area. Okay, cool. Okay, this is a 20-foot tall room with 3 arched openings. Which are here. Tall statues on the right and left walls portray different aspects of some dancing lady form. The statue on the right depicts it as a goddess of sex and childbirth, showing a alluring temptress, clearly pregnant beneath her filmy gown. The statue on the left presents the goddess as a patron of the realm, a wicked dagger in one hand and a decanter of blood in the other, firmly in control of death and suffering. On the far wall, 2 small archways stand to each side of a wider and taller archway, revealing corridors that lead deeper into the vaults. Piles of bones lie scattered between the 2 aspects.
Are they fresh bones, like picked clean, or they've been around for?
They don't seem to be very, very fresh. No, you're pretty sure they've been there for a bit.
Okay. Not like the 12.
Right.
Chance that we can get one of the clerics to bless them bones with a little holy water, maybe just make sure they ain't gonna get up later.
Sure, I'll do a little thing. Sprinkle some water. Whatnot. Is there? It's just bones. There's nothing like equipment and stuff in it.
Just bones.
Is it humanoid bones?
And it is humanoid bones. And as you begin to sprinkle on them, 4 of them rise up.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, thing. Put them on the map.
Rather it do it in front of us than once we've gone through one of these doors, though.
Right.
Fine. Re- There we go. So. Ah,
I
taking
see
that.
a token. Oh,
Yeah.
now I don't.
Right. And then some more start to pile out of this. There will be no surprise because I don't think you're surprised.
Not so much. Not really.
Totally expecting that.
Other than, hey, no one said there'd be skeletons.
Thought you said 4.
I did, and then I
Said 4.
said one more.
4 piled out and then 4 more.
Yep.
Apparently. Boy, I'm rolling some terrible initiative.
Jalen, you're up first.
Is the door open behind us?
Yep.
I think I'm gonna take. Well, hopefully this works. I think I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity as I move around the one in and move behind number 4.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself, and I'll tell you what the stakes are. Okay, that'll get you one from 1, and one from 6, and that's it. So I'll just open up 1 and do it twice because it doesn't matter.
Only 6. Oh, number 1 gets.
One hit you. Okay, now you can go ahead. Okay, you've moved.
Now, my purpose is I'm gonna turn dead. I'm gonna do turn dead, and I'm
Okay.
hoping they run out.
Reasonable. Go ahead and select them all.
Wow, did only 2 make it?
Yep,
Do I destroy them or did they run?
that's what I'm
I
looking
forget.
for. That's exactly what I'm checking. Let's see. Da, 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 da.
Well, I know which one I choose.
I think they just run away, unfortunately.
At a certain point, they are
So
destroyed, but
I think you
Yeah,
have to be twice their hit die. I could be wrong.
Eighth. Actually, let's see. Destroy Undead is fifth for half a CR, and they are that. So no, things that are CR 1/2 or lower are destroyed, and that you get that at 5th level cleric. All right, so let's see. So number 2 and number 3 are still around. Poof. Poof.
Nice.
All the rest just explode away from Jalen into dust. that dissipate. The dust itself disappears about a foot of travel away, enough to see it having the shape of a skeleton, and then just it's gone.
Get Jalen.
Well, that's the first.
That was nice. Alright, so Knock is gonna rage.
Okay.
Move to there.
So that's your second rage.
Yep.
Boom! Nice.
Brunch.
That was
Not the best time these skellies have had.
By 17.
That one. That one.
Nice.
both of them quickly rejoin the rest of the bones beneath them. Clatter,
Silly
clatter.
bones.
So they pretty
will
much
go.
yo-yoed up.
Can I gather some of
Up
those
from
bones?
my
Sure. I mean, unless you were
I was
eyeing
kind
one
of
in
look up from my
particular.
flask and wonder what happened.
Yeah, poke around. Is there any more left? Is there any else gonna pop up?
Well, pour more holy water on there and find out.
Yes.
And you find some stuff, which I will chuck into the party sheet.
Hey, I found some stuff.
Stuff.
It's one chunk of black obsidian, a pale blue quartz, and a tattered pouch. Let me ID things, because I don't know why. I guess because there's not an option to just always put things in parcel ID'd. And then tattered pouch.
I've been surviving this long, and I don't think I have one magic item.
Well, they're super rare.
No, I mean, I've used this character in AL.
Oh.
and I've never got the magic item. No, it's okay. I'm fine without that.
Well, in AL, any module that has a magic item, since you don't have one, if you're the only person without one, it's yours. Back when that mattered. Now you can have just any magic item out of the bunch you want, even if someone already gets it. All right. Well, a few seconds pass and knock your rage ends.
Yeah.
And if you all would like to look around, you can see. Let's see. The central arch stands 15 feet high and 10 feet wide. Carved droplets of blood decorate the arch, appearing almost almost as crimson drops of rain that frame the passageway. The arches to either side stand 10 feet high and 5 feet wide. These smaller patches are unadorned. Let's see, so that's everybody selected for me. Nock doesn't think
He
it
just kills.
it matters. The rest of you suspect it's the main. You're supposed to go in through the main shaft, the big one in the middle. Doesn't mean you have to. It just means that that's what you think.
I think it's the one on the right, guys. I really think it's this one over here. I don't know why, but I just got a feeling.
Are we allowed to take stuff out of the party sheet?
Yeah.
If nobody wants it?
Yeah, go for it. So that pouch is just a pouch, a tattered pouch.
Yep.
Oh, to take it, but I think the party sheet would totally like that back at the end of the night. That's our bad guy whooping stick.
That was in fact in the possession of a macabre jester not that long ago. But he was there to defeat it, so. Or he tried really hard to be, I guess.
Tried really hard to be.
Don't follow me, guys. I'm done.
I think we should go down the middle. That seems the most interesting and fun.
Yeah.
Before we head out of this room, would it be prudent just to make 2 perception checks, one on each of these statues, just to see if there's anything else
Sure.
about them?
Go ahead and you can roll that wherever you like, as long as I can see
That's
it.
a good idea. You perceive
That
the
one's
crap
the one
out
on
of
the
it.
left.
Not so
One
much
on
that.
the right.
That'll work for the room, the 28. Well, you see that, like, I mean, this room's been disturbed, but it looks like it's been cleaned too. Everything seems like kind of tidy. There's more dust up on the statues, less the lower to the ground you get. So probably someone of normal height had done the cleaning.
Kind of tidy, except for the pile of skeletons that was in the middle of it.
Yes. That seems like that's on purpose. Like they were placed there as a pile.
How much of that pile is still there? Is any of that pile still there?
Yeah.
Want to go ahead and just kind of scatter them around, make it a little harder to come together if we're on our way out in a quick manner.
Okay. Of course, it might also be easy to trip over.
So they're
Trip
still
and
actually
fall.
bones. They didn't all go into dust. Okay.
Just the ones that animated and were annihilated by holy energy. Those are gone. Everything else is just a pile of bones.
Okay. I guess I thought all the bones got up, but not all the bones got up.
Right.
Well, let's smash those other bones, because dang.
I'm totally down with that.
Smashing some bones.
Okay. How long do you want to smash bones?
Well, I mean, Zorna's having a lot of fun. She's bellowing around, stomping on things. So I guess
Right, I
until
was gonna
somebody
say,
tells her to stop.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast things for, a good minute or two,
Okay.
at least.
I'm gonna stand up here and wait.
All right.
Okay, I'm done smashing.
If I got it out of my system, that was cathartic.
Yes.
Okay. There are double doors and single doors here. Knock. Let's see. Coverings on the double doors show the red figure at the head of a procession, arms outstretched, welcoming supplicants and donors ripe with rich, warm blood. Lifelike paintings of even more donors packed tightly together and marching towards the doors decorate every inch of the walls. Floor and arched ceiling using perspectives that make everything seem to flow towards the north. Without a sound, two forms rise out of the walls and slide towards you.
Well, that doesn't look inviting.
I'm gonna grab my axe and look at him and be like, "Come on!"
And these are red and translucent.
Are we on the same initiative, or are we rolling again?
It will be a new roll.
Oh, good, because I'm last. Still.
This one is. And it reaches out at Jalen.
Yeah.
And Jalen quickly is like, nope, and like leans back, avoiding its grasp. Luck.
That deserves a vicious mockery. Bodies look just like your personalities. Transparent. Damn it.
It doesn't seem to care what you have to say.
They have no spells for self-respect, guys. Just letting you know. And I'm fine where I'm at.
Okay. Next specter reaches out after Luck. And also, you just like, what? No. And move out of the way.
You don't know me. Don't touch me.
You're
Jalen.
not my supervisor.
I swing a mace at it.
Okay. You hit it.
My next swing. Ouch.
I am not raging. Just gonna swing on Spectre 1. I'm gonna hit him.
Okay. Let's see. Spectre 1 is dying.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Okay, so Spectre 2, I will. Word of Radiance. Okay.
All right. Look.
Well, since they don't seem to care what I have to say, it's gonna stick with Eldritch Blast.
You picked it up off of Make It.
Okay, there we go.
Make It ended up picking up a flame tongue short sword as you were all on the ground and getting back up and all that jazz with the.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. When we were fighting that other monster and it was dragging us around.
Yep. And that specter is a Namor.
Darn it. I thought if I took first level fighter, that would give me that, but okay.
Nope. It takes a while. The difference is the fighter gets a second one of those ever, and all the rest of the classes don't get a third attack other than if X happens, they get another attack. Type deal. All right. So that fixes that. All right, there is that set of double doors with the procession on it.
So, I'm thinking about going ahead and putting up the Spirit Guardians before we open a door.
How long do those last?
15 minutes, I think.
Okay, just making sure it ain't something quick. You open this door.
Yeah, no, it
There be
lasts for a
nothing
little
behind
while.
it.
Oh yeah, no, they last
Okay.
a while and they are awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is
10
that alright,
minutes.
Alex? I'll just go ahead
Sure.
and pop it up. That way, I don't have to worry about it. Did it come up? Isn't it supposed to come up as an effect on me?
Yep. There's a concentration one.
Effect. There we go.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So my spirit guardians look like little angel cows, and it makes kind of a moving sound as it swirls around me.
I love it.
There is no cow level.
Yes.
Now, if we can just get Ragnar and you together at the same time.
All right. I'm ready to kick down the door.
Okay.
So basically, that has a 15-foot radius.
Yep.
Is it going through the door?
I'm gonna say.
Do we hear anything?
No at the moment. All right.
Okay. How do I put up a thing? Can you put up a thing?
Yeah, you right click.
How do I do that?
And then go to the upper or upper left-hand side where it says pointers. Click on that, and then over to draw a circle. I'm sure there's another hotkey you can hold down to do it that way, but I can't remember them.
It drew a line.
This sort of reminds me of Blade.
That's actually kind of what I was thinking.
I want to go lay in the blood.
Let's see.
Somebody summoning the blood god.
Blood for the blood god.
Alex,
Sorry,
it drew a
Rogaine.
line. It didn't do a circle. Alright. Thank you.
Hold on. For some reason, it's not telling me the size of that. It's 15. Okay. There you go. Alright, in this room, it's closed the thing I was using. So... I guess it's got a pin. There we go. Okay, there's actually something in here. Alright, just a second. The dome chamber features a concave floor with rivulets carved into the stone that lead into a central drain. 8 tall metal cylinders about the height and circumference of a large man hang on chains suspended from the dome ceiling. Space remains between the bottom of each cylinder and the highest point of the curved floor, where the carved channels begin. Blood drips from the holes in each of the cylinders' base, pooling beneath it before flowing down the rivulets and into the central drain. A clockwork automaton moves from one cylinder to the next, prodding each with a long wooden pole so that it swings upon its chain. Now for your next question, which is, are there people in it? Give me a second. Okay. Yes, there are sounds coming from the cylinders. And they don't look like they're having a great time.
There's 8 of these, not 12.
Right.
Okay. I'm not saying it's not them. I'm just saying
There's
it's not
something.
all of them.
Something's poking.
I'll leave that there.
So whatever this weird ritual is, how bad do you think it'd be if we like poured holy water in each of those 8 cisterns?
I wouldn't be opposed to that. Or poured into the. Aren't they draining into the center? Did I miss that?
Yeah, they're all draining into the center.
So we
Yeah,
wanna
4
pour
one in each of the 8 of the areas that are draining into the center.
just pour it right in the center. Anyway, we got this guy poking.
See defenders. Okay. So let's kick off initiative like we do. This guy can just open up. I'll do his from his sheet.
See, this is why I went ahead and did that spell, because I keep rolling the last initiative.
I mean, it makes sense when you're
Right.
expecting something. There we go. Okay, Luck, you're up first.
I'm actually going to hold my initiative because being in the back, I probably wouldn't pass the rest of my party just to act first for some weird reason.
Alright.
So I'm just going to hold my Eldritch Blast until something comes around the corner. Or something happens.
Okay. Chillin'. It's gonna move.
Whip out my 2 scimitars and slice.
Okay. Well, you hit it.
Nice.
And it takes damage from it.
Boom.
You hit it with your offhand, which takes 9 more points. Or did you take dual wielding as your thing? Okay.
Yes, yep, I did.
All right, good. That makes the math easier. All right, its turn. It's not into being hit. Let's see. And I should have the picture of this thing because it's pretty cool looking in its own evilness.
I want one.
Does it have a wee little head on the top?
Well, a darkly
Little
foreboding
helmet.
intelligence that glows behind this automaton's eyes, and its joints seep hissing green vapors.
Neat.
So let's see. Yeah, I know that. Okay, none of that matters. So let's see. Oh, right. Now I remember. Okay, so it's going to move to here.
And guess what?
Yep.
It gets hit with Spirit Guard.
Yep.
So how do I do that?
You do it by dragging the save onto it.
Save. It's been a while since I've played this character, so.
Which it fails. So go ahead and chuck the damage on it.
Radiant, I guess?
Yep. Unless you've become evil.
Moo!
Alright. So it's going to start with a necrotic slam. And miss. And then it's going to try it again. Hit that time.
The tracker says we're already in round 3, but that is not correct, right?
Right. And then there's a con save. Which you succeed at. So you don't take... Oh, so you don't get life drain from it. Alright. Go ahead and make an attack of opportunity on the Fellforged as it continues its movement.
Now that I can see it, can I go ahead and hit it with the Eldritch Blast now?
You may.
That was not cool.
So hey, what powers he got that makes us roll ones? That ain't cool.
It's just how I'm DMing this week. Hey, just be glad I'm not going like crit like I was Thursday.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was really bad. It was really bad. we had 1 hit point between the 3 party members at one point.
Not cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and it moves to here. And like to get there, it just starts like straining and popping and like just like the body doesn't seem to be able to handle all that's going on. And let's see. I'm going to do 3, so. And it just
Don't you dare knock my concentration down.
that get everybody? Didn't hit. Not for some reason. Well, I'll give that. Okay, he succeeds. And basically, parts of its insides just spring out and fly all about it. Zorna manages to keep her concentration, even though she gets hit with a pretty particular sharp cog, like right in the
Ouch.
thigh. Narrowly missing your shin. That would have been your concentration, clearly. Knock.
So it's still standing there, right?
Oh
Or
yeah.
did it explode? Oh.
No, it was straining until parts blew out of it. But it seems to keep going.
I'm gonna move to there.
Okay.
This is the first time.
Hit it that time.
Ah.
Okay. And it keens and screeches. Like a mix between a humanoid scream and the shrill of twisting metal. Zorna.
Okay. I will spear at it. Does the uh spirit guardian hit it twice?
It hits it
Does it hit it again at the end of my turn?
no, it's on
or...
its turn. The beginning of its turn.
Okay, so it hit it then, and that's that.
Right. And then next time it'll hit it again, probably.
All right, I tinked a little bit off of the edge of it.
It's enough to kill a strong, like really hardy human who's not an adventurer. Next turn, Jalen, you're up.
I'm going to be AFK just for a second, okay?
Sure.
So you hit it from there, right?
Yes. Mixed save.
Alright, 2 swings again.
Okay, let me give you 6 hit points back, Knock. The trident was hurting you.
Oh, it's been doing it the whole time.
That's been like most of his damage, I think.
Well, then let's do
Okay,
that.
I'm back. What happened?
There's a thing going on. We fixed it. That's about it.
Okay.
He got hit some, and that's how we noticed what was going on. And Zorna, you're up.
All right. It didn't seem to resist the spear blow before.
Nope.
Okay. Then I will spear at it again. Maybe, if I can actually roll my dice. Okay. Hits. And a little bit of damage.
And luck.
I'm a little too close to cast spells, so I think I am going to disengage.
Okay.
And with that, give Bardic Inspiration to... Let's go to Knock. He's been doing some pretty decent damage.
That's the one-time use one, right?
Yep. Extra D8.
Okay. And I was just checking a thing. So let's get you on the map. Okay. 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Up comes a running, a pale humanoid. Maybe it's a Dampier. Nope, nope. No, that's probably a vampire of some quality.
Where did he come out of?
From the north.
Oh, okay, out of that little hallway-looking area up there.
Yep. Sees the spirit swirling around and kind of comes to a stop right in front of it and tries to figure out what to do with itself without getting, cut up. Alright.
It should run away.
The machine, the Fellforged, strains and pops and like revs up and spews out some more materials.
Dang it!
Go ahead and drop your the spell effect on the Fellforged anyway, because it was there when its turn started.
Okay, excellent. So
I was just typing that in there.
there we go.
All right, and then it'll slam. It'll slam you, and miss probably, and then it'll slam you, and I expect the same result. But I'm wrong. All right. Alright, it slams you, but it doesn't manage to draw all your life energy from you into itself. But it tries. Now the vampire spawn moves in. And let's see, is that clock bite? No. Okay. So it will make a bite attack on Jalen. As it reaches and grabs a hold of her. Draining some of that delicious blood. And then it calls at her because, it's there. It just digs its hands in. But she just grabbed a piece of armor instead. Jalen. You're currently grappled, which you can try to escape. You
Can
can.
I cast a spell?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm casting daylight on my shield.
Okay.
I think that's an action, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And that's it. Hoping that it affects.
Okay. The vampire will drop you as its flesh burns back, and it takes 20 points of radiant damage.
Oh, no. Come on, hold on. Keep on grappling.
Nice.
Knock.
Alright, I'm gonna take wing 1 at the Fellforge.
Okay. Which you hit it. You crump parts of it.
Alright, I'll hit him again. Sorry, Jalen. I'm gonna use that bardic inspiration. Let's see.
Okay. And if that's the kind that works with damage, just drag and drop it right onto the Fellforge. It'll take your damage as, or your roll as damage, because you're on opposite sides.
It's not working.
Okay. Alright.
Me?
Yep, you.
Okay, fell forged. I'm going to, if I can open it, guiding bolt onto it and hit. Damage. And then the effect on him. Did that go onto it?
Yep.
So now the next attack has advantage on it.
Right.
Okay.
Luck.
Alright. Try some Eldritch Blast again.
Nice.
Totally take that.
And you pop through it. You can tell there's nothing. There's not really a thing in it, and as it bends in with your Eldritch Blast, it looks like there's a crystal inside of it that breaks and shatters, and then it stops moving and starts slumping down into pieces.
Kind of cover with that vampire have right now. Oh wait, it's 5th edition. I can move.
Yep.
Yeah, I just wanted to let him know I was there.
Clearly not trying to hurt anybody, you skid it off his forehead.
He just looks. I wave. Hi.
What else you gonna do?
Well, now that I got his attention, I have to insult him, and I really can't think of a pale joke right now.
It's awfully
Well,
whitey.
not. Yes, it is. Oh. gonna have to think of a pale joke later. I'm just gonna do the vicious mockery stuff on him. See, it doesn't matter. It could tell I couldn't think of a good one.
So
it
you do
worked.
damage.
Yeah, it worked. It failed. You didn't fail.
Oh, god dang it.
Nice.
Well, at least hopefully now I can't grapple something. Or is easy.
Okay, so now I'm to vampire spawn.
I was
Let's
hoping I
do a
won
little
initiative second.
What was that?
word of radiance.
No, so I was hoping I won initiative over it so I could have grappled it.
Okay. I'm gonna take two swings. I'm not raging yet.
Okay.
You're right, there are no numbers.
Okay. It doesn't regenerate because it has taken damage of a particular flavor. It takes more of that damage, and then it runs. So Jalen and Nock, you may make attacks of opportunity against it. And being in the sunlight, not only does it fall to the ground, it then turns into dust.
Like super dust. Crit.
And my crit.
So it's extra dead with more dead sauce. And Jalen, it is your turn. There are sounds coming from these.
I'm gonna see if I can open them. I'm assuming there are people inside me.
Yep.
I'll open the one that's closest to me to my left.
Okay. And you get a body out of it. The inside is filled with like razors and pointy bits of all sorts.
So like an Iron Maiden.
Yes, and it looks like these things are spinning slowly. It looks like it might have been one of the Failforge's duties to spin them.
Now, now, do they look like they are killing the person or just?
Yeah.
Okay.
The person who drops out is bleeding to death.
Okay, I will use a healing kit on it, on
Okay.
him or her,
You stabilize them.
and I give them hit points.
Okay. So that one is alive, conscious, awake. And then go ahead and pass your turn. Alright. Zorna, you're up.
Okay, let me see if I can do something. I've not used it before, but I have mass healing word, and it's 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm thinking is everybody run up and open these as fast as we can, and I will stand in the middle and do that mass healing word. So that we can...
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll move to the middle.
Yep. You'll be able to affect up to 6 creatures.
Let's see, mass healing word. Okay. So there's 8 of these. We've already done 1. So 6 more, and then the closest one to Knock there you guys can take care of that one. But I don't want to heal them until they're out of these things, or they'll just get damaged again, right?
Right.
Is that correct?
Yep. Some amount anyway.
Can I go up by that door and roll a perception while I
Open one?
get the 2 out of there? Or yeah.
Sure.
I want to see if I hear anything on the other side of that door.
You do not.
Okay.
Alex, do you just want me to roll the mass healing word? How do you want to take care of this?
You don't have to roll anything. If you're targeting those guys in particular, they have only got at most 8 hit points.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just healing 6 people, and then with the mass healing word, and then we can heal the last one, hopefully.
Right. Okay, and that'll be that turn as you all doing that. And then the next turn, I've got to make 1 death save.
So that was level 3. Okay.
Which they fail. Alright.
Did we get all the people, or they
There's still one
saved?
left. But Jalen saves that one on the very brink of death. As in, one more failed death save, and it would be it for that person. But they're all awake now, or these are.
We need to rush them back down, don't you think? Like to the front door.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, at
into
least the door.
not being here anymore.
Yeah.
I'll spend the healing kit for all. It was 8 total, so that'll be.
Only 2 will need it,
Oh, okay.
because all the rest of them are at full hit points now.
Yeah, the mass healing word got the other 6.
Yeah, like the minimum amount of healing it could have done healed them the full.
Well, it was just the quickest way to save everybody.
Oh, sure.
All right, let's rush them down to the front door.
You definitely saved some that you wouldn't have.
Right. That's what I figured.
If you guys don't mind, I'm going to stay here by this door while you just take them to the front door.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just kind of rush them as a group, like, assuming this is the townspeople.
They're all young people.
I will help, and I'll give whoever's staying in the room to hold on to my shield.
Okay.
In case any more vampires spawn come.
Okay. And that lasts an hour, I think. Off the top of my head. Daylight.
Nice. So we may take a short rest in here.
Yep, an hour. Well, you can, but then the daylight's gone.
Oh, good point. All right. Yeah.
I'll do
Herd
the same thing.
everybody
I'll grab
out.
who I can.
Let them know the troll is dead. They can, or ogre, and to run back to town. Let them know we're trying to find the other 3 people and what has gone on so far.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna say let's take a 5-minute break or so, or a few minute break, and then we'll come back and keep going.
Sounds good.
All
All right, sounds good.
Okay. Pardon me while I crunch a little. Penelope, huh? Because you can click on it if you have returned. You can also vote for or against. Well, whatever. Yeah. All right. Welcome back, folks. We are in the Blood Vaults, and they have just rescued 8 characters. And again, tonight we are sponsored by Fantasy Grounds, the #1 virtual tabletop, #1 supported virtual tabletop. You can go and check them out at www.fantasygrounds.com, and you can get a hold of a free demo version, which allows you to connect with anyone with a standard or ultimate license, and pretty much use it all the way, especially if they've got an ultimate, because then you get access to whatever the ultimate person shares. No, but these were them. Or some of them, anyway.
8 down, 4 to go.
Well,
Well, oh shoot, it's too late to see if the vampire spawn might have been one of them.
That's kind of as I was thinking, but he's Ash now.
did you get a description on that vampire spawn in case it's somebody we might know?
Okay, once we get him safely away, move back to the other room.
He was definitely pale.
Dark around the eyes. Kind of had a fangy mouth, really.
So, what's
Yeah,
this?
that's what I remember.
Pour holy water. I like the idea of pulling holy water down this drain. So I would.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
what's this in the center here? Like, what is it a...
That's where it's draining into. This little funnel there. Didn't you see Blade? Come on.
I did. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what?
Up in
Yeah,
Blade, a person was standing underneath of it.
dump some
Ah,
holy water in it. Do I hear anybody shout?
not yet.
No, it's probably just it's gathering it all up. So when they do their little batches, they'll have holy water.
It does
Right,
now.
I'm just hoping it totally ruins this thing. Like sugar in a gas tank kind of thing. Well, actually, bleach in a gas tank kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess it will.
I mean, it's bound not to help.
I mean, just think if someone poured acid in your booze.
Yeah, not good.
Same effect.
Okay, so there's a door up here.
There is.
Should we look in the side chambers in the other, from the back there first, or what do y'all think? I don't want to leave stuff behind us.
Maybe if we were trying to just totally clear it out, but right now I think we're kind of on a search mission for these 4 people. They're kind of the goal, not really clearing this out at the moment.
Okay, so they're probably forward here, you think?
We saw one vampire come from that way, so
Sure enough. All right. And if we have any of that sour wine left, we can dump that down in the blood hole too. Just for funsies. And you said, Alex, we don't hear anything so far.
Right.
From the other side. And the doors are currently shut.
Yep. No, not
Doc, have you
layers.
heard anything while being here for like the last 5-6 minutes?
nope.
All right,
Nope.
let's go ahead and search for traps.
Okay. Probably not the worst of ideas.
I'll back
Try
up
that
for you.
before. Wait, I found the last trap real quickly, didn't I?
You sure did. Point of fact. You did.
Heck, it looks safe to me.
He said it was safe, so I'm gonna swing it open.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
I guess I didn't even ask if it was locked, did I?
Is it locked?
Nope.
He's gonna pick it anyway.
It ain't never gonna lock again.
Oops, I relocked it.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know if it'll work or not, but we're going to try.
And the circle is our sunlight, correct?
Right. Okay. If that's how it is. Alright. When you open the door, there's a... Sorry. It's making me juggle 2 maps at once. One for you guys to see, and one for me to know what's there. Because I guess they didn't know at the time how to do both.
I always make that mistake. I'll be like, oh crap, I didn't have the GM map open. There was a secret door there.
Okay. In front of you is a large pile of bones. It's not so much high as it is thin, and it covers the entire area there. It looks like.
Not go walk in there. He likes bones.
Get my holy symbol ready.
So weird. Why would you do that? All right. Okay. You can get there. You do there. Anyone else like to move? Yes. Just make one normal move's worth, and I'll. Yep. In the square. There we go. Luck.
Looks a little nervous. This will be like the second time in a long time he's been like knee deep in bones, and he's not really excited to do it.
No. I mean, you've lived through both times.
Yeah, Zorna's steps were pretty stompy.
I guess that is true. I've lived so far. Death saves notwithstanding. These bones look like they're moving.
I'll put it to you. Yeah.
Start stepping directly on those ones while we're walking.
I mean, the reason I have stopped y'all where you are is because they start to get up. Huh?
If you guys want to hold your actions, if possible, I'll try to turn them again.
Because why not?
Right? Worked pretty sweetly last time. I'm always at the end of the list, so I don't have to hold.
Guess so far I don't have. Oh, and I was first. Oops.
Okay, so we'll start here. I mean, luckily you don't need concentration for it or anything. Stab. Probably glances right off their armor. It does, in fact. Alright. Oh, good gravy. Mm-hmm. Moves here and stabs at Zorna. Also,
Eh.
doesn't even hit her. So moves forward, tries to stab at Jalen. Who it just touches her armor. Like, it finds where she is, but just doesn't do anything. And then Jalen. I will save you some targeting if you want. That should do it all.
my turn? Wait a minute. Should it be 14 or 11? I just noticed that. Everything else is 14 except for my turn. Shouldn't it be the same as my other saves?
Let me check. Unless it's based off your charisma.
That's wisdom. Says. Just curious. I think other stuff says 14.
Let's see.
Yeah, DC 14.
I'm sure it is. So, oh, okay. Class features. Save DC is based off of wisdom. Also based off of wisdom. There.
Oh, it's working. Something.
There
I
you go.
mean, I had to click it, or you did something. I don't know.
Both.
Anyway, all right. Okay, there you go. Let me go. Ooh, that was nasty.
Well, that's a miss. Okay, so, let's see. First one on the list is number 7. Then number 6. Then number 3. Looks like Zorna might be using her turn attempt.
Yeah, it was bad.
Okay, that's it. Any bonus actions or moves you would like to make? Nope. Okay. Number 3.
Alex, where is my turn effect? I don't see it on my actions.
Well, let's see. It could have been one of the things that didn't get redone when everything crashed and had to be restarted. Yeah. Oh, just a second. And what's your other channel divinity ability? Let's see. Abilities. Artisan's Blessing. Okay. There. It doesn't have an effect because it really it's a hour-long ritual to do.
What is?
Your alternate use of your channel divinity.
Oh, okay.
There you go. There it is.
Alright, so when I turn, I just hit the effect or the cast. Wait.
You can hit the cast, which will do all the saves, and then you can hit the effect and the ones that are left.
Okay.
So.
Well, let's do that. So let's see. I have them all targeted.
Okay.
So cast.
And then click the turn.
Nice.
Click
The effect. Yep. It'll affect only the ones that failed. Which, for me, at least gives me something I can do on the combat tracker.
Oh, that worked.
That helped.
And you've got one turn attempt left. Or however you choose to do it, but probably a turn attempt.
Oh, I do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I
Yeah.
only saw the one button.
Well, yeah. Because it starts out at just once, and then later, now, you get two.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
it'll say two for both of them, but really it's just one between them, or two between them. All right.
There it is. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Thanks.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Any movements or bonus actions? I'll take those as a no. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just kind of move around a little bit, and I'm keeping my eye out on other skeletons popping up.
Okay. This one will move over here and foolish try to stab the orc. Okay, foolishly stab the orc.
Yeah, he's not gonna like that.
He has stabbed the orc. And the orc says, "Hey, foreign gut. Foreign nut? Nout.
Oh, I got him
Foreign
right.
nut. Did you ace him?
He did.
Yep.
I figured. I somehow didn't expect that to be a very long thing there. Let's see. Yeah, the bloom-covered floor shifts and rumbles. Suddenly bones rise up and fly together, assembling to form 8 distinct skeletons. Skeletons insert empty eye sockets towards you and rush to attack, and then Jalen and Zorna channel the holy energies of their deities, obliterating them, except for one who comes up and pokes at Nock, who then turns around and smashes it to the ground utterly.
Silly Skelly.
Let's see.
I'm gonna grab more bones if I can.
Can. The central area, which is above where you are right now, contains 4 large stone blood cauldrons. Blood bubbles and undulates in the cauldrons as magical energy sparks along the rune-carved floor.
This is blood and
Visual on
cauldron.
it.
Yep.
The ones in the room, like the one in the room behind us.
Add
The
some holy
cisterns.
water for nice for flavor.
In a moment, once all the memory reallocates and you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. Now try harder.
It can. It thinks it can. There it goes.
I'm assuming those are pools of blood, not push the red button.
Yeah, those are big, well, 10 foot by 10 foot cauldrons of blood.
That's not suspicious.
And you can go ahead and move, and then I'll give a description and do things. So go ahead and take a regular movement, everyone.
Jalen, you got an extra vial of holy water I could get from you?
Oh, I got some. If something didn't chill it, my holy water like it did the last.
Nope. Nothing destroyed water you.
I was gonna say there's 4 of us. If you got 4 vials of holy water, 4 cauldrons.
Alright.
I agree.
The churning blood in the nearest stone cauldron bubbles over, and a head rises out of the crimson depths. Blood flows down its face and neck as dead eyes open wide. The rest of the body emerges as blood continues to run down its arms and chest, where the blood zombie opens its mouth and screams.
Oh, fabulous.
Shh, we're trying to be quiet, blood zombie. Shh.
He didn't care what you want.
That's rude.
Can we cast that on all these bones I've been collecting?
Can you cast what on him? Animate dead?
Scroll of animate dead.
I mean, technically, yes.
I couldn't, but maybe one of those two could.
I bet they wouldn't. It kind of opposes
I'm gonna find somebody to do it.
all
I'm
decency.
telling you, I'm gonna find somebody to do this for me. I'm not gonna not collect these bones.
Let's see. Put up one of these.
Alright, so I guess we can kind of assume there are more blood zombies. And
we
also,
go.
weren't there 4 townspeople that are still missing?
Yep. No, no. I bet
a
they make
red gull
scorching
gossip.
noises, don't they?
Oh, they squish. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, this could be the 4 townspeople that were missing.
I mean, it's really hard to tell.
I've just drawn the conclusions from 4, really. That's my basis of thought.
Yeah, I can't tell if that's right, but there's no number.
Let's see.
From last to first. Look at you go.
Woo.
I'm usually like,
Hey, Alex, my 4th level spells vanished. Off my sheet.
Well, that's odd.
I thought so too. Thanks. Alright.
that's more
There.
20 by 20, right?
There they are. They're all
Thanks.
prepped, is what that was. But 2 of those are your domain ones, and the other one is one you picked up. You picked up Death Word. You get Fabricate and Qualifier automatically. What was your question,
Oh, really?
Jalen?
No, just if there's no number on the circle, I'm just trying to make sure it's 20 by.
Yeah, I've noticed that today. It's doing that.
I thought it was like something you had.
Nope. It's just.
Okay, let's see. What am I doing here?
Screenshot it.
I guess I will go ahead and put up my last Spirit Guardian.
Alright.
And I'm going to move towards one of them a little bit so it catches them.
Okay. And it'll hit them at the beginning of their turn.
Okay. Let's see. There. And I'll try to put the circle up, although for some reason I can't seem to do it.
Well, I don't know what it tried to do then.
No, I didn't mean to move up there. I meant to move like kind of between them, so tries and catches both of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that goes on to their turn.
Yes.
It hits them.
At
Okay.
the beginning.
Take a step back. Zombie, Eldritch Blast. Alright, and then I'm noticing a couple of my friends are a little hurt here. Galen, I know you're a cleric, but I think I'm gonna drop Healing Word on you, because you're bloodied, man.
I mean, if somebody else needed a. Oh shoot! I didn't know I took that much damage. I didn't even know.
There you go. Oh, right, I'm bleeding.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I took that much damage.
It's not much, but it's what I got as a bonus action.
Thank you.
Don't forget to re-show the map on the stream, Alex.
Right. Actually, in this case, just drop the big critter and scroll it up. All right. Okay. So let me just go ahead.
Some sister showed up.
Yep. Okay. All right. So zombie over here move forward and goes after the one that's bleeding the most. There's gonna be some way that actually works. Let's see. Okay. All right. And it goes to slam Jalen. It hits.
And don't you hit him? I just healed him.
For 6 points.
Oh.
And some of the blood, some of your blood comes back with it when it withdraws its hand. Okay. Sister Alcavia up here says, as if to somebody who's not you in particular, I think that one would be a perfect meal for my blood pudding. And points out at Knock.
Counter spell. It's a spell.
Okay. Go ahead and just mark it off. It was.
would I have at least like felt that she was targeting me?
Yes. It started to take
Okay.
hold, and then it was counterspelled. Knock. Yep.
Ooh, okay. So, I am going to raid.
Bad woman knock.
Oh yeah. And I can just make it to her. That should be 40 feet. And I think that's all.
Okay. Okay. This zombie number 2 makes a save versus Spirit Guardians.
Do I need to do the save?
Mm-hmm. It fails, and so it takes some amount of radiant damage. 14.
Set them out.
Except we got the other one too, which I'll fix. Four.
Oh, I'm sorry, I had them both targeted.
It's okay. And I'll move on over here.
Because in the past, I've done it like on all of them at once instead of individually.
Slims into Zorna doing a little bit of damage, which seems to restore it. Oh. Sort of. And then this zombie move over here. And we'll try to slam Luck over. Hits him. Doing a wee bit of damage and giving itself some temporary hit points. Jalen.
I want to throw my shield out right here. And I'm going to take a bonus action spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And I'm going to move here.
Tokens.
I don't know if that's a vampire or not, but I want to throw my daylight over there.
Hey, it didn't hurt, right?
Yeah, it's just sitting on my back.
Yeah. I mean, you'd notice real quick if it started to burn her face off or something. It didn't, but you would have noticed.
Okay.
Okay, time for zombie number 4 of the blood variety to make its save. Hey, it failed. It disagrees strongly with that
Did the
spell.
damage go onto it?
Yes, it did. Then it attempts to slam you. And misses and cannot get through your armor.
Meh.
Next round. Sister cover. Starts to cast a spell at Luck. After saying, "This one insults you, Holy Mother. Let me smite him for you." Are you gonna? Would you like to try and counterspell?
That sounds like just a straight damage to the orc. Nah, I'm gonna let that one go.
Okay.
Hopefully she used the powerful one first. If not, sorry, knock.
Nah, it's cool.
Oh shit, I didn't know it was me. Okay.
I saved. Or you saved.
I thought that was you. I didn't know it was me.
And she
Oh,
rolled
so that made a
garbage.
difference?
Yes, it makes a difference.
So
Like,
8d8
without a doubt.
and did 23 points.
Oh,
One,
wow.
two, three,
Yeah.
4, 5 ones,
Yikes.
2 twos. All right. Well, so much for that. All right, Jalen.
Uh, Knock, you okay over there?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. All right. I am going to. Oh, I get an advantage now, right?
Um.
Flank. I got him flanked, right?
Nope. I'm not using the alternate flanking.
Oh,
You don't.
no flanking rolls. Okay.
Yeah. Crit.
Nice.
Have a bucket of necrotic
Nice.
damage, and it's gone.
Wow.
Alright,
What?
just
It
What a
just
way to crit on the inflict wound.
yeah. It dissolves
nice.
into a sticky, gooey sludge like rotten blood. And your spiritual weapon hits the zombie. Part of it bounces off some of the extra blood it had drained off of you. Or somebody. Knock.
Alright, let's get some swings in on her. I
She
tried.
deflects them with her own equipment.
Dodging
Alright.
and weaving.
Alright. Blood zombie number 2 needs to make a save.
Uh, well, number 2.
Yep.
Oops. Okay.
Though it made it, it still is burning away.
Woohoo!
It tries to pull the blood from Zorna so that it may protect itself. Look.
Alright, so I'm gonna take a pack opportunity for pulling back a little bit. There. And Eldritch Blast, and then Healing Word on myself.
Okay. Alright. Blood Summon number 3. Truck's on over. Slapping Luck on the back of his head. Number 4 needs to make a save.
Okay, 4.
Is heavily burnt by the slashing and scorching of the bovine angels.
Moo.
Lorna.
Hold on, that moved my map.
Actually, I forgot to attack. Hurt.
Did you say it forgot to attack?
Yep.
Awesome.
You missed. Okay, it's done.
Okay. I'm gonna guiding bolt into what's her face over there.
Okay.
Since my other spell is picking away at these blood thingies. Okay, hit. Damage. I don't know why it went twice.
Well, it hit, and so 16 I need to take off. Well, neither of it actually applied to her, so just grab the 19 and drop it on her. There we go.
Okay.
And then drop the effect.
Guiding bolt.
Right.
There.
Pass your turn. Unless you want to move or something. Oof.
Nope.
She initiative's up again. Sure, I will abuse that. So let's do that.
Why did the advantage go right off of her?
I'm not sure. Go ahead and put it back on.
Put it back on her?
Yep. Probably because it read the turn instead of it being the next turn.
Right, okay. Yeah. No, that's not how it works.
Saves. Alright. With necromantic energy, she blasts Nock and Jalen. Jalen falls to the ground. Nock is hurt a little bit. Nock.
Oof.
Okay. I'm going to use reckless attack.
Okay. You miss with that one. Then you swing again.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That one does it.
Nice.
And you drop her to the ground.
All right. And then if I can, I'll go give him potion I got.
Okay.
Thank you.
Potion of greater healing. You roll on those, right? Go, Groovy.
Yes. And normally it's a standard action to give your potion to someone else, but whatever.
Oh, shit. My bad.
It's okay. I don't think he'll be an issue much longer. Go ahead and pass your turn. Look.
If he hits me while I'm trying to cast a spell, does that disrupt the spell?
It could, but if it's a multiple round spell, you could lose concentration on it.
Nah, just the Eldritch Blast.
No, it's fine.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Okay, that one is heavily wounded as you make more holes throughout its gooey body. And then it retaliates, swinging back at you. And using your blood to keep itself together. Jalen.
Toll the Dead and Spirit.
Fails. Let's see. Which one was that? That was... That'll be 3.
Sorry, a long time from my dead on spiritual weapon.
Alright. And then you've got your spiritual weapon yet. Um, go. And finally, that one dissipates
Okay.
into regular blood.
Ew. I'm gonna do another guiding bolt onto zombie 4.
Okay.
Let's see. Cast. That was a 19, but it just landed on the thing. Hold on. Maybe. I hate when that happens. At least it still hit.
Yep.
Alright, then I will not put the effect on it because it killed it.
Right. The animus of it is no more. And this blood zombie, still following its last command. Swings its Orna, and again tries to preserve its unwholesome being. Bleeds. Zorna.
Okay. Let's do Blood Zombie 2. Why not? Guiding.
Hits.
Did that thing, did it go through a turn with is the, Spirit Guardian still up?
Yeah, it's still up.
Did it hit Zombie 2 before?
I'm
Did
not
we miss
sure.
one?
I'm not sure.
Well, that's up to you.
Yeah. It won't make it very long either way, I don't think.
Okay.
Alright, knock.
And then I'm gonna attack the blood zombie.
Okay. Okay. Between knock and the radiant damage from the spiritual guardians, this zombie is no more and does not get back up, which they coulda.
Alright, I'm gonna very quickly rush over and get the Spirit Guardians over the sister.
Okay.
Oh, wait, was that one still there?
No, I was just ending it. So you do so, and it will, and just throw the save on her.
Okay, hold on. Save Spirit Guardian. Now that I have a lot of stuff, I have to keep looking. Here we go.
Okay, do some damage. Okay. Luck. Jalen,
I guess, does it
each of you
look
can
like
do a
the
thing.
sister is still kind of alive?
No, it looks like she's bleeding to death.
She's not quite dead yet.
I'll
Let's
tie
go
her up
help
with
her
some
to
rope.
be all
Okay.
I will go help her be all the way dead. If I'm standing over her, do I still take the -2 penalty for ranged attacks?
No, because I mean, she's prone, but she's not moving, so. Knock, what would you like to do?
How big are these barrels of blood?
They are 10 foot across, and they're made of stone.
I get an advantage on a strength check. I want to try and tip one over.
Sure.
Hi, thanks for raiding us. Welcome.
You're just in time for the end of the module. But thanks for coming by.
We're fighting, or we just fought blood zombies. Blood.
What'd you get? Okay, you can't move it. It's just
Yeah.
too heavy. Just straight up too heavy. If you're like a bit more giant, sure. But you just don't have
Okay.
the mast to mass ratio.
Well, could I come help?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'll just move back up here at the party.
Okay. Creep. Okay, and on Sister What's its turn, she's burnt up because she automatically, whether she makes or passes the save, it doesn't matter. She takes more damage, radiant damage, and dies dead. Like, dies. Is no longer a member of the living sort. And there she is.
All right.
Search the body.
Okay, let's see. What does this give you?
But just to be safe, I'm still concentrating on my moo cow guardians.
Right.
Like, I'm not dropping that until it falls down.
Alright, she has this thing. Let's see. Alright. Leaves behind, she has a magic mace. And it looks like chainmail. And that's about what she has on her. And there's some notes in a language that's really hard to decipher. You could probably do it with the appropriate spells or take it back to a library or some such.
Yeah, let's definitely take those.
Okay.
Is this a statue that's kind of in front of us?
Yep.
Is there anything going on with that?
Yeah, it's like the one earlier, at the beginning, at the front, except bigger. Let me get back to it.
Okay.
The fertility goddess.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess Nock and I will try and push over each of these pots of blood.
Okay. Knock your. Well, one of you is the strongest. Let's see.
My strength is 18.
Yeah, I got the
Oh, help.
Okay. Whoever's got the highest, do it with advantage and +2.
We don't know who's the
Alright.
highest.
Here we go. I got a 20.
Not me.
20 to
You'll push
Oh, no.
and heave, and hey, apparently, like 40 gallons of blood is also really heavy. Plus stone.
Yeah, it
How
is.
about if I give him inspiration? I can inspire him to try again.
Sure.
If you want to make the blood undrinkable, we can pour holy water in it. I have a
I don't know. I
couple
thought
of
maybe just like tipping them over would just. I don't know.
It's a statement.
Pretty much.
I mean, by putting the holy water in, if they start drinking, they take damage.
Alright, now try it again. Advantage +2 with and add a D8. Nope, a
Oh,
D8.
D8.
Alright, you're able to lift it up, and some of it sloshes over the edge, and then it comes back down. No one got their foot stuck underneath it.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Alright, well, we tried.
All right.
They're mad.
I'm gonna poke around in them with my spear, just make sure there's nothing in there except the blood, like
Right.
no bodies or anything.
Right. Well, thanks for having us tonight. Those who are here viewing us. Sorry, we started a little late, so we went a little late. You can catch more games every Sunday from 7 to 10 EST on DDOstream on D&D night. Again, we were sponsored by Fantasy Grounds tonight. And go ahead and check them out at fantasygrounds.com. Go ahead and check out DDO at DDO.com, Dungeons and Dragons Online. And do you have anything you'd like to plug, Zorna?
Just that you can check us out at eldritchentertainment.com or theamethystdragonfly.com, and that the DDO code for this week is DDO free quests, and that will get you pretty much all the quests. So if you haven't used it, do.
There's still a few expansion packs to buy, and there's 2 expansion packs for sale for 99 DDO points apiece, which is amazing cheap. Alright, Jalen, you got anything to plug? You're welcome. Knock, how about you?
I just want to say thank you guys for having us. We really appreciate it. It's one of the games I look forward to every month.
Well, great. And Luck.
Same here. Look forward to this every month. It's
Alright,
always
cool.
a good time.
Well, thank you. I
Some
appreciate
cool
it.
people.
Alright, y'all have a good night.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Let me get to the OBS. There.